And sound speed.
Just a friendly reminder that the opinions expressed on this show are not worth a Canadian penny, so disregard anything you hear that might get anyone in trouble. And despite some of the great ideas you may hear, don't try them at home. Go to a friend's house instead.
It's time to get a gun. That's what I've been thinking. Well, I could afford one. And if I did just a little less drinking, time to put something between me and the sun. When the talking is over, it's time to get a gun.
And welcome to Slamfire Radio, episode 635, recording live on December 10th, 2025. I'm one of your hosts, Dustin.
I am world-class shooter, Cowtown Tony.
I'm another host, Kyle.
And I'm Adriel, the broke guy.
The broke but happy guy. No, it's good to see you guys. I don't know what happened to November and December. Like, we're 10 days from Christmas. Well, 15 days from Christmas. 2 weeks.
Hunting.
Hunting.
Shooting.
Work.
Trying to cut up a deer.
Ooh, yes, that too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why don't we get started with talking about what we did in guns? Kyle, what did you do in guns this week?
Received more packages. Stuff keeps coming in, and it is looking more and more like I'm a hoarder, which I guess I kind of am, but my small room is looking more and more like it. So first off, all the Timney stuff came in. Kind of see it laid out there. They told me that the Calvin Elites were going to be delayed because we were designing them, and they literally showed up the next day after the initial orders. So cool. So yeah, no, that's awesome. Those are in. Another upper came in. This is an Arrow upper with 18-inch barrel.
Ooh.
So Arrow is back in business?
Well, no, we've always liked Arrow stuff. We just don't order from Arrow direct.
Fair.
So yeah, that's one of the guys' uppers. Some of my stuff come in, like our JP ordered come in. So bolt carrier, a barrel stuff. My ultra low mass operating bolt came in. So it's not as fancy as like the unrivaled titanium one, but it is. I think I was looking it up. It's like half an ounce lighter, and so this is aluminum with their performance bolt in there.
What is the side pin for? For the extractor?
But for the side pin.
The vertical line that I see on the port side, the right side of the bolt, so like in between your hands.
Right here?
No, on the other side. Well, I have a cut in it. That's pretty cool. Like there's a vertical pin going through it. Or is it just...
I think
it's a cut. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, it's just a cut. Yeah, so yeah, it's been lightened. This is aluminum. They supposedly changed the coating because these used to be like very rigorous for what you had to do to maintain them. But apparently they brought it back and they changed the coating so it's not so intensive to maintain. But yeah, it's just something I'm going to have to look at, run it wet. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to... I've never actually ran a low mass bolt carrier before, so I'm looking forward to tuning up a rifle and running the low mass to see just how that changes with the reduced reciprocating weight. So yeah, that came in. Unrivaled brake came in because those were in stock. So I have another one of their competition brakes for the new build.
Looks huge.
Oh, it is. It's awesome. It's the same one that I have on right there on my current gun, and I love. This is the closest. In fact, probably works better than the ones that me and my dad were designing a number of years back and just couldn't get production on them. But yeah, no, these work really good. I love them. So that came in. My shotgun parts came in, so I can start playing around and rebuilding my shotgun. I got a new shell catch, and I got their button as well, just in case the threads in the screw was a different size, because I have run into that. So apparently Mark has tune this and everything. And then I got another dog leg spring. I already have a bunch of trigger springs for that. So through that, I'm hoping I'll be able to get that shotgun running. Briley order came in. So I ordered a new belt. Even though I used my old belt at the shotgun match I shot there a couple weekends ago, and I just made sure that it was on there and I didn't have an issue with my caddy even trying to fall off. One thing with the Briley belt that I don't necessarily like is the belt clip itself has a center kind of like a lock. So that has to be depressed, and then you can
cannot
it.
on the timer eject run away from it.
Yeah, because like if you just push aside, it's not coming off. So I might grind that down so that I can do the ditch on the run.
Why don't you just like completely swap that out for like a good Cobra buckle or something better? We have better technology.
Yes, and actually we do own a sewing machine, so I could do like the seatbelt style again or a Cobra buckle. Yeah, I could.
Yeah, I actually have started hating
those these plastic ones, and I think that's why they got it designed with this, because they are, after a little bit of wear, these are unreliable.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a sturdy belt. Like it's good and stiff. It still forms to the body. So yeah, just not as fancy as the Magload, but is not as much either. My rest of my chokes came in, so I'm basically running a full complement of chokes now. So I got 6 chokes because I ordered like 3 more chokes. Well, I ordered 3 more. I only needed 2 more, but so I got double full choke.
That is.
I thought I removed it from my cart, but apparently I did not. And then I got this case, which when I see them next at a match, I'm probably gonna try and buy one of the smaller 3 choke kits from them, and I'll just run 2 choke kits, because for 5 chokes, this kit is just it's
enormous.
It's quite big. Yeah, like
it's a crystal case with chokes in it. That's great.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm probably gonna be. They don't sell just the 3 choke kit on their website. So yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do next time I see them. And then Adriel should be excited because along with that Briley order, a couple of his new goodies. So he's axed the Alibaba and 3D printed stuff, and now he's got himself a couple of the nice Briley Gucci caddies.
I haven't axed them yet. I said I haven't axed them yet.
No. Well, you might need them on some stages. You'll probably need a little bit more than 24 on some stages sometimes. But so, yeah.
Those are nice. I want.
Oh, yeah. It was interesting, though. Like, you'd think that Black Friday coming up, they're going to do a deal. And they had low stock. Like, we were going through and trying to get the same color of a screw for them, and there was like only like 1 of each.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, see, there's the blue and the red, I think.
Yeah, and then they do the black as well. Yeah, so really nice caddies. I'll have to talk with Adriel whether he wants Tech Lock or ELS or Velcro, what he wants done with them.
Zip tie.
And then I think I might have found a solution for my Meg storage / transport.
Ooh.
So I was looking around and I found these Cydio cases. And they're basically like upgraded milk crate. So.
Oh, that's perfect for mags.
So yeah, I've put them in. Lids come on and off quite nice.
Oh, it's clear too.
You're going to destroy those lids. Those
yeah.
Live.
Yeah, but
nice. That's perfect.
Yeah, it has dividers all through there. You can do all sorts of different configurations or whatever. So I figure I can probably do with my configuration right now about 4 40s, and I think I figured I was going to be about 12, 13 30s. So. And because they were doing a bundle deal, I got 4 of those. And so I think I'm actually going to, because it's always fun with all these, everybody's parts and everything, taking them. And sometimes stuff gets forgotten when we go on a trip. like this last time, I forgot one of Craig's parts. Luckily, he was able to get through. It didn't cause him any issues, but yeah. So I'm gonna start doing, I think, using some of them for parts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and so like Craig's got his own box.
Nice.
So then it'll be nice and easy for storage, and I get something, I toss it in there, and boom, your parts are all in one spot, not in a dedicated like cardboard box or something. So
Carl's into warehousing now. Jeez.
oh,
It's a lot of work.
yes. Yeah, well, we were looking for we might have found that cases to like a case that I could put all these loaner guns in for transport instead of just a bunch of different gun bags and everything. And we were looking, Pelican had a really nice one that had like brand new, held 10 rifles, but it was like $1,600. Like, and it had slots for 10 rifles. It was double sided, had a bar to hold them in. You just separate it, and there you go. Got 10 rifles.
That would be a really heavy box, but okay.
Yeah. Well, we put a call out on our Signal group, say, hey guys, if you find anyone see any of this, because we got some ex-military guys and some very industrious people on there. So, and almost immediately got sent back an eBay ad for old military surplus Pelican cases that hold 12 rifles. And they're
cheap.
like $300.
Ooh.
Yeah, man.
So I got to get on and order one of those. It's big, like it's gonna be thick, but yeah, a dozen rifles in there. That'll be good. So, and then you don't have to worry. I might have to take off optics or figure out something, because I mean they're made for military rifles, so we'll have to
Made
see.
for M4 at the time, not M4 today.
They say M16, so yeah.
Oh wow, so they will actually fit 20-inch barrels. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's got like, I think it was like 41-inch internal length, and so I was measuring like, so we got some guys running 18-inch barrels, and actually, my competition rifle is like, with that break on there, gets pretty close to an 18-inch barrel with just a A2 muzzle brake on it, and so I was figuring, okay, I want at least 40 inches internal, and yeah, so these cases should be pretty good. So I do have to order it. But yeah,
it's gonna be so heavy when you load it all up.
It will, yeah. But it'll be nice because everything will be in one place. I don't have to worry about stuff getting banged around or anything else. It's
It'll be easy.
Storage and
There's the
transport.
big case. Take that, and everyone's rifles in there.
Yeah, storing it in this small room, that will be fun. I'll have to figure that out. Empty gun cases, put it in the closet or something. I'll figure that out afterwards, but because like right now I got 4 rifles right there, 2 uppers right here, everything on there. My closet is full.
Well, just shove the whole gun case with all the guns into the closet. It's dry enough where you're at.
It's already
so-
full.
Like, you need a bigger boat. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. But yeah, that's stuff starting to come together. I still got some stuff at the gun store I gotta go pick up. I might take off work early tomorrow and then do another inventory and see if I'm actually ready to start building and get going on the building sometime over the next month. So
Awesome.
yeah, that is pretty much it for me. I think it's hard to keep track of what's left to come and what's come and what we ordered, but I think everything's getting there.
Are you going to do some of your some of the builds and assembly for like some Patreon video stuff maybe?
I was thinking about that. The idea tossed around about going live on Twitch and just, hey, hang out and watch me launch springs all over the room or something.
I know I'd pay to watch you launch springs all over the room. Take one in the eye.
I do have to get this set up, although I do have everything because I got the shotgun mic. I actually have another Go XLR Mini because we've been doing streaming stuff off site, and so I bought a Go XLR Mini so I won't have to turn around, come to the main desk to adjust audio and everything. So just got the stream deck for scenes. I'll have to figure that out.
We'll be down there in January too if you want to do a group build.
Just sit in Vegas and
I don't know if they really
Oh,
like
boy.
that these days.
No, they don't. They kind of want you to, in Vegas, they want you to, like long guns and that, if they see you with a long gun case, they'll want you to leave it down in their lockup.
Please don't build ARs in your hotel room.
Yeah, they've had bad luck with that in the past.
Yeah.
It's
I
interesting.
could only imagine if they actually had security footage and it's just like a group of guys just around, just mass building.
Live stream.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I think I probably will do it on Twitch. I'll take like a Saturday or something and just start early, throw some lo-fi on and start building. Because we can't do it on YouTube. I don't know how Facebook is about that though. I'll have to look into that.
Building would be a stretch, I would imagine.
Like I can't even record the video and put it on YouTube.
No.
Oh, yeah, true.
Because it's gun assembly.
So it would have to be, okay, you caught it live and then Patreon exclusive.
Yeah.
Patreon
That's-
exclusive.
Patreon exclusive is the like we need some more of that anyways, and especially because you're building so many and you're building them with some premium parts. Like
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Yeah, like I would like to have all of my stuff here, which I don't. There's stuff not in stock, and I'm still working on the receivers. So
That's more content that you can
yes, it
build.
is. Yeah. But
all right.
go ahead.
No. I'm brain fart. You're good.
Okay. Tony, what did you get up to?
So I need to explain why I call myself a world-class shooter this time around. As I mentioned, I went to shoot the BTSA Dynamic Shotgun Challenge. It was a trial match, 6 stages. Took longer than we expected. Weather was nice. It was sunny, but there's still snow on the ground. Somehow, with Taylor winning, because that's the expectation at BTSA, that makes sense. I got second place at 90%. So
Second place overall.
second place over. Well, yeah. Well, I guess there are some. The first place in semi-auto is actually in third place. So I guess the manual division is winning with more reliability over anything else. It could be a patterning thing too, because it was a slug and buckshot match intentionally set up to the point there's a lot of no shoots and partial targets. Trying to find out how your gun groups is not the easiest thing, so to speak. And I obviously didn't do that. This is the shotgun that I took. I did take the red dot with this. This is a Winchester SXP made in Turkey. This was my very first firearm. And did a lot of crownland shooting with this particular gun. I was planning to take it out shooting. That's why the red dot. Also, I had this rail for the longest time, and then it became the discussion of putting the rail on, taking it off, putting it on, taking it off. And it's like, whatever. I'm not shooting competition with this gun anymore, so there's no real big drawback, except it's taking up one of my optics, and this optics might go to a different gun soon enough. This is a Defender CCW 6 MOA, and for my eyes, the bigger MOAs do appear a lot clearer, so that's good. I had to pull my mag block out because I was planning to hunt with it. 5-round tubes. Most of the Corsa fires are either 5 or 6 rounds, so it was plenty. 18.5-inch barrels for the listeners. And I did have a friend of mine take all the videos for this match. I'm in the process of editing that, so you'll be able to witness my decent performance. I saw it.
Put it up on Patreon.
Patreon first, yeah. I saw it. Well, you can see Taylor's video already. So if he is top 10 in the world, 90% of top 10 in the world is world class. I don't know. That's my justification. So quite good enough. Really fun match. We're shooting a VTEC barricade with slugs, so that was interesting.
I gotta ask how.
Of course.
So shotgun match. How many barrel clamps and how many, like with the VTAC? How many people rested their handguard on the VTAC? Like, or their barrel on the VTAC?
I did.
Okay.
So that's something, I guess. I'll have to watch back on Taylor's video to know. I think most people did. at least for the barrel. The
How far are you
handguards,
guys typically shooting those?
I think it's only 30 yards. It's pretty close. It's not too far, so I don't think that was a huge.
So yeah, you're not going to see a lot of deviation at that.
Yeah, and it was only short courses of fire. Trying to be accommodating for people was not race type shotguns. So yeah, it was interesting for sure. There was my buddy was shooting this Challenger buckshot out of his Turkish Nelly, and that didn't work very well for him for some reason. I think it have something to do with maybe the case mouse deflecting a little bit. So he was trading me my Royal buckshot, I think made in Spain or something, and these have a row crim type instead of the star crim type, I guess you would say it. And these seem to be a lot more sturdy, and that ran pretty decent. I don't think the high brass really contributed to anything. It's 1,300 feet per second, so it's not like insanely fast. Then we're going to continue the 1022 build, and I guess I'll show the case first, and then the rifle. It did not like the first shots. I had in the first mag, I had all the light strikes you want, no extraction on any of the empty rounds, which is very odd. So I think the Ruger stock bolt idea might not be the greatest thing ever. I had an out of battery. I had a slam fire, so I think I had all the malfunctions I could. Not too sure why that happened, but the second mag ran a lot better. So I'm gonna contribute it to parts breaking in. I'm gonna be honest, I did not enjoy building a 1022 as much as I did building the LPC or like a Modern Sporter type of rifles. They don't have index pins on the barrels, and this one is SBI barrel, SBI receiver. It's particularly tight. So after I installed it, and if you learn anything from building ARs, use your arrow shells, or if you're cheap, use your MTCs. I did, but it's still kind of stuck in there after that. Fortunately, the extractor groove was mostly lined up, like acceptably lined up, but not centered, as I would say, during the assembly. So I clamped it down, asked Adriel if that was good enough. He said it was, so I went with it. It seems to be okay. I always recalled when I was still very new into firearms, I shot a Maple Seed with my Mossberg MVP, and they had loaner rifles, 1022s, and I remember that trigger being horrible. This one doesn't seem to be so bad, but it's nothing like a good AR trigger or anything like that. I had this Magpul Hunter stock for actually quite the longest time. It was on sale. So I was always thinking if I want to build a rifle on this, or should I just flip it? But shoulder actually feels really nice. It's way more solid than I would imagine a 22 stock to be. So I'm pleasantly surprised with that. For me, I don't have a particular preference traditional stock versus a pistol grip stock. I know some of my friends are like, if it's not a pistol grip, I won't shoot it kind of thing. So I don't really have a problem with that. This is the wrong optics choice for this gun. I was trying to put I'll show it later on the LPC, the 3x Spitfire on here, but the eye relief is not quite generous enough. So I'm like seeing part of the reticle, but not, well, there's a gigantic scope shadow, so that doesn't seem like the right way to do it. I'm looking at, there was an interesting scope I found. There was a 1.5 to 5.5 Vortex Scout scope that I was looking at. I was like, what happens when you put a Scout scope on your receiver? So I messaged Vortex support. They said, don't do that. Apparently, you're trading your eye relief for field of view. So your field of view, if you have it here, is going to be super, super, super narrow. So generally not a good idea. So I'm looking at more, I don't know, maybe the LPVO options if I want to go a little more fancy because my eyes are bad, and the 22 mini rifle targets for IPSC are really, really small. And I'm going to clip this, so wish me good luck. I'm going to explain why the SBI ST22 is a good deal. You would think it's about $300 retail. You can catch on sale $250. It's like, that's decently expensive for not too fancy of a receiver. It doesn't open on the top like a 1122 would, but you got to think about the value adds on here. The charging handle with the spring assembly and the side, they call it the forward assist, but really the side charging handle, you can also use it like that way. Come with it, so that's a $50 value at the very minimum. Come with the spring. It come with the action screws on the front as well as the V block, so that's about another $25. So in the end, you need to think about those prices, and that's so it really became a $200 sub $200 receiver. I was like, I'll take that, and of course the big selling point is the rear charger.
Wait, why is that a big selling point for you? I'm curious.
Not particular for me. I know a lot of people, especially if you're
like AR training, I guess.
AR trained, and some people like to build
I think that's faster
like
than
AR looking
right-hand charging
things.
because
For sure, if you're like this, when you do a reload, it's easier to do this instead of, especially if you have a big old scope setup, or if you're running
That's fair.
as like 20 round magazines and you have to do the AK charge thing.
I love doing the AK charge thing on my 1022.
It's cool, but it's not fast.
Speak for yourself.
Fair. I also don't like my fingers ramming into all the crap when I'm doing this.
Speak for yourself.
I don't like pain, okay? I don't like pain. So for me, again, in the end, this receiver came out to pretty much the same price as the SBI C71 receiver. So I was like, I might as well get the rear charger. If I'm not going to use it, I'm not going to use it. But so far, I like it. They have a ball detent to hold it in place. If you're frequent Slamfire listeners, you can listen back to one of the episodes we had Tristan from SBI on, talking about when the ST22 were still pretty new. Other than that, give it a ton of oil. It has kind of a break-in period. It really didn't like to cycle when it's brand new. It's kind of like things are a little sticky.
So let me ask you this: what type of break-in regimen did you do then? And did you notice it get better after you broke it in?
I'm doing basically give it oil and then cycle it a lot for like an evening, and then when I shot it. So it's not like I did a ton, but you'll see there's already somewhere on the, I guess you'll say the operating side of the charging handle. So that part would be wearing a little bit. Oh, I forgot how painful this is to take out. Okay, good. So yeah, that's going along nicely-ish because I got myself one of these. Adriel, I have one already. I guess they changed it slightly so you have a little SBI logo on it. But here's the thing. It says, for use with Remington 597 magazines. That's fine. It's a magazine adapter from SBI for the 597 magazines. Question number first, I can't find 597 magazines for sale right now, which is very odd because they like vanished overnight right before Black Friday. Second is
Remington is out of business.
Well, yes, but there's enough pro mags out there.
You have to watch the used market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those magazines, if you're buying pro mags, are about $20 a pop. For 20,
you want the
two
original
rounds?
Remington ones, the big Remington ones.
Those 30-round ones. Yeah, I've heard mixed reviews on everything, so it's hard to say.
Black glossy.
Apparently the clear ones are not as good. So they gave the new mag adapters this writing, but Tristan, you have an awesome font. Why did you have to use such a generic knockoff font on this thing. I guess maybe there's some CNC things about it, but that will let me run higher capacity magazines. I really don't want to say that word. In this rifle, because the Butler Creeks or the other BX25 mags are no longer legal in this country. And the Tough 22 magazines, this receiver's cuff for that is stupid expensive. I saw it was, last time I checked, they were available at Calgary Shooting Center for $80 a pop. And they came into the store, I think within 2 weeks, they're out of stock again. So someone out there is buying $80 22 mags. That, it's a little difficult for me to take, but this receiver is cut for that. So if that's the case, I will have a way out of this anyway. Hopefully. I'll see about that. Never had 1022, so I have to buy some magazines, and I thought this is kind of interesting. This is the Tandem Cross Double Cross. It's really just the shell, and you have to salvage your 1022 magazine internals to build this. It's permanently attached, basically flippy magazine, so to speak. It's okay. It's not the quickest thing to work with. I guess for Steel Challenge, it's not bad. It feels a little bit better when you're trying to put it in because it's just a bit longer. They're not expensive. I think the shell themselves are $20, considering the magazines are like 30 some bucks. So if you crack the case, this would be probably a pretty decent option for you. I wish the quality of the plastic can be a little bit better, as in like Magpul magazine kind of thing, but it's nowhere near that, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's about all I did. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention the week before, because I wasn't on, is I got my CWD results back.
Do you have mad cow disease?
I do not have mad deer disease, no. And to Adriel's surprise that they actually had something to test. I didn't blow out its whole brain, I guess. And the results came back November 25th. They recorded it being submitted on the 7th, which I submitted on the 2nd. So I'm assuming at the end of the week, they tried to collect everything. So it was only in the lab for 2 weeks, so really not too bad. If you're concerned or if you're interested in contributing to the CWD science in Alberta, feel free to submit your heads, maybe next year. So yeah, that's all I did in guns and hunting-ish related things this week. Cool. Dustin, what about you?
Ooh, boys, I've been doing gun stuff, although, again, most of it has been work stuff. I officially started my new job. Now, everybody knows, if anybody's been listening, that I've actually been prepping that show for a couple of weeks, on and off, like part-time, just a couple of days a week. But that was on the other show I was working on time. This week, I officially started, and what a week it has been. I'm tired, but I've had a smile on my face every day. I'm so lucky. My job's so cool. So let me talk about it a little bit. My first official day, I got to give a firearms presentation with real guns, which was wonderful, for a couple of characters for our first episode. So got to go pull some guns from the armory and then bring them to so normally, like when we do a prop show and tell, usually like you'll have the director, maybe an executive producer or two, maybe like director of photography and, scripty, like, 5-6 people maybe, and then like the props folks that are actually giving the presentation. This was not that. Now the show I'm working on is big, so like the caliber of it was big, and also I think there was, just because it's so early, there were a lot of people that didn't have anything better to do, so they sat in on the prop meeting because it's always a cool one. Because prop show and tells are fun because we have things. You don't have to use your imagination; you can actually see stuff. So there were a lot more people in that room than I was prepared for, including some very, very, very powerful folks that work for the network and or the head of this production. Yeah, I got to be gun nerd, which was really cool because usually, so when a prop show and tell happens, the prop master gives the presentation, and there'll be like 2 or 3 assistant prop masters, one of which would be me, who stand there quietly. We keep our mouths shut. We take notes as needed. But because I've been hired to be the firearms expert on this show and be responsible for everything gun related, when we got to the end of the table and it was the time to talk about the guns, prop master, without even warning me that this was happening, but I kind of felt like it was gonna, she's like, and let me introduce you to Dustin, who's going to be our weapons master, and he's gonna tell you all about this stuff. And I did. Oh, did I? And our executive producer, big smile on his face by the end of it, because he's a very particular guy, and clearly he's got like a little bit of gun knowledge, like a little bit more than enough to be dangerous, but like not an expert by any means. But at the end of the presentation, he had a big smile on his face, and he paid me a real nice compliment. He's like, I can see we are not going to have any issues detail wise with you on board. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do my best.
Nice.
I mean, yeah. So I've set the bar pretty high for myself to start, but yeah, it was great. Like, going through all the stuff that I'd laid out, and there wasn't anything like hyper exciting there. We were talking about very particular pieces for some particular characters, and getting to like kind of go back and forth between the nuances of like, revolver A versus revolver B versus revolver C, positive benefits of one versus the other, because again, with what we're doing, like we've got to do some different things with these guns. It's not just here's the prop gun, there you go. It's this gun exists within this time period, so it falls within what we're doing, but we can also get doubles of it, we can also get replicas of it. We're also going to be building some super special versions of it that are going to do some light effects, and for like essentially safe guns for when we can't do blank fire, but we would still want to do flashing muzzle stuff, whole new stuff that's kind of going on. And then just getting to kind of talk about different, oh, well, I like this particular rifle, I think would work really well for this character, and here's why, and giving some reasons. So that was really fun because I got to nerd out about a thing I love, and I got paid for it. And that makes me happy every day of the week. So yeah, I gave that cool presentation on my first day, which I also, because of traffic, because I had to go pick the guns up and then bring them. And the meeting was supposed to happen near the end of the day. And while I was at the armory, which is not in the same like borough that our production studio is, they pulled the meeting. And all of a sudden it was like, oh crap, I got to get back now. And I literally got into the meeting just as it was starting, which is like not always a good look for day one. But it went off without a hitch, which was nice. Oh, sorry, just reading my notes. It's been a couple of days. I'm a little bit frazzled. So yeah, got to play with a whole bunch of fun guns for the show already. I got to move into my new subterranean lair. I have an underground lair, boys. It's official. It's a mess right now because it hasn't been, the magic wand has not been waved yet, so we're actually using it for storage for other stuff. So it's a disaster, but I have my space, which makes me happy, and got a parking spot right outside it. It's so good. I bought some airsoft guns from Japan for the show. For folks that don't know, Japan is like the gold standard for like really superb like quality airsoft and replica stuff. Like some of the replicas they make are just spectacular, and some of the airsoft replicas that they make are also just like on a sizing and functionality detail, they're just great. And we've got a couple of like kind of more off the beaten path guns, and there's a Japanese company that makes some really good ones, so I ordered some of those, and hopefully we get them before Christmas. I'm hoping. There's a bigger hassle than most folks would understand. So another cool thing about working in film, when shows like buy things, and then at the end of the show when they wrap, like all the important stuff kind of gets gets dispersed amongst producers and cast, and or stuff gets kept by the production, by the studio, and then a lot of the like basic stuff goes into bins, goes into a storage unit. And after that storage unit has been paid for a year, at the end of that year, some poor soul gets hired by the production company to go empty that storage unit out and either just garbage it all, maybe try to recoup some of the money from some of it by selling it, or they'll just pass it off to like another show, or they'll just ingest it into whatever show they're on. And so we have inherited a large collection of stuff from a couple of other shows, and I actually ripped through a whole bunch of that. That's what I was doing all morning this morning, and by I mean pallets of stuff. But I got a couple of cool new handgun stands. I actually have a couple.
Nice.
I have these exact ones in my safe, and I like them. Not that I needed more handgun stands, but, I was like, well, these are going into my truck right now. I'm going to keep
Just
these.
means you need more handguns now.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
I like where your head is at, Adriel. Yes.
Okay, quick question about the Japanese import thing. Do you
Yes.
need a dealer for that? Like, are they coming in as non-restricted or?
Yeah. So they have different categories of this is a great question, Tony, because the gun in question that I bought, I had to be very careful that I bought the correct one. I bought an airsoft gas gun, and even that company, they are aware, they've shipped to Canada before. Like, here's our policy for like shipping to Canada. The only things we'll ship to Canada fit within these regulations, because these are Canadian regulations for what is airsoft, and that's over 360 feet per second and under 5 something. Don't quote me, but it's around that. So yeah, I bought the gas gun version. There's actually a non-gas, still like the they were revolvers, but the barrels will cycle on the non-functional replicas. But if I bought the replica, the same thing, just not functional, I would have had to go through.
That would be a prohib.
It would be a prohib, and I would have had to go through our import company, like through our armory. It would have been a whole hassle. So yes, that's a great
funny.
question. Yeah. So, and I actually, it's funny because I had to give a presentation on that before I bought the stupid things, because they weren't cheap. But they're good, and we're gonna do a whole bunch of cool stuff with them.
So they're just coming in as a non-firearm.
Yeah.
thing.
Well, they are firearm. Airsoft.
Are they
guns
over?
They are non-regulated firearms.
Okay, got it. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah.
So they will be in the pellet gun category of
correct. Yeah.
The fourth category of firearm that we don't usually talk about, kind of thing.
Exactly. Technically firearms, just no license required, no extra import restrictions. Correct. So did that. And I'm just going to get this one little thing queued up here real quick, because I actually have it. I got to play with a unicorn, and I know you guys are in the chat or in the chat, so you guys already got to see this. But for the fans at home, okay, is that, I can't tell if that's working now.
We can see the picture, yeah.
All right, yes, you can. Sorry, it popped up on the wrong screen. So I got to play with one of my own personal unicorn guns. I didn't know I had access to this. So for the fans at home that are listening and cannot see, and or if you are watching and you don't know what you're looking at, the selfie of me holding a super both cool and kind of iconic and not iconic at the same time prop build gun. So this is a gun that was built for a movie called Deep Rising that was actually apparently filmed here. I didn't know that at the time. But yeah, so apparently it was filmed in Vancouver in the late 90s or early aughts. I don't remember when. It's a spectacular on the water monster movie. And the military merc guys had these super cool guns that they actually apparently spent 4 months building these things. So they're built on a calico. And the story of how this ended up in my hand on Monday morning was I was at the armory picking up guns. And while I was waiting for the guns that I was picking up, I was staring at this one shelf, and it had a stack of calicos on it. So, and for those that don't know, a calico is I believe it's Chinese made. 9mm submachine gun with a really interesting spiral cylindrical top load magazine. They're interesting guns. And this movie, Deep Rising, wanted an extra cool gun, but they wanted to do the movie thing where we don't want to deal with mag changes, and we don't want to we want something new and different and interesting. So we're gonna build our own. And so they took this 9mm submachine gun, and they built a mini, like a micro mini gun onto the front of the gun. So it's actually got five actuating barrels that spin, and they actually function where they spin in front of the Calico barrel. And
it actually works?
Completely works, yeah. So the back stock, you can see it's kind of like super bulky. It's because that's that's where the power for the little motor is coming from.
Oh, it's a battery compartment.
Exactly. So these guns took them about 3 months to get right. The Calico has such a wildly high cyclic rate. I got told this. This is a useless fact, but apparently, with a 50-round mag, if you hold the gun upside down, just at like head height, upside down helps the feed. I don't know, but anyways, if you hold the gun upside down and you pull the trigger and you just hold the trigger on full auto, that gun on its normal cyclic rate will be empty before the first casing that comes out of the gun hits the ground. So that gun will dump 50 rounds before the first case hits the ground. Wow. And yeah, so they had to they put a they had to build limiters for them. I think they got them down to about 600 rounds per minute, which is really, really cool. So the idea in this movie was they had a little piece of expository dialogue. I think it was like 1,000-round capacity, watertight, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, the idea was we're not going to be seeing mag changes on these guns. They're going to just be shooting them. The mag changes are happening off. This is a monster movie, not a technically accurate movie. These guns don't really exist. And what that does for film is, okay, we're going to suspend disbelief. We're in a monster movie anyway. So yeah, we can do some suspension of disbelief. These are cool guns. They've got cool spinning minigun things that are like handheld. And again, bear in mind that this was in like the late 90s, early aughts. Like we had only seen giant miniguns at this point. Nothing that was like, normal human held in like a rifle configuration.
Not a minigun.
Yeah. And so anyways, I'm staring at these just the normal bone stock Calicos sitting on the shelf. There's about a dozen of them on this one shelf. And I start talking to the owner. I'm like, the Calico is such a weird, cool gun. There was this one movie that I absolutely love that they built these wild, super cool guns for called Deep Rising. And he's like, oh yeah, we got them in the corner back over here. And I'm like, excuse me? He's like, yeah, we filmed it here. And then he goes and like proceeds to give me all of this information. And I'm like, can I play with them? He's like, of course. And
how many of them did they ever build? One of one, or
no? When you do a film thing, you never build one of one. I believe there's 8 of them that are fully functional.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you've got a character that is holding a functional piece, there is especially a gun, there is without a doubt off camera a duplicate of that gun.
So I can see that, but just. Yeah. They engineered a timing system like a minigun from a regular gun.
Yes, and the really, really neat thing, I got to go do a little test fire. I got permission to share the picture. I did not get permission to share the video. But the flash coming off of this gun, because the barrel is spinning at a really cool rate, you get this weird spiral flash effect that you do not see on any other gun ever, and it's really cool.
Fire wheel in front of you when spinning.
It's so cool. They're one of the coolest. Like they're in my top tier. If I had to pick like 5 of like my most iconic film guns, this one is on every one of those lists always. And I didn't even know I had access to it. Guys, I've been in and out of that armory for a decade. I've walked past these things a half dozen times. Had no idea until Monday. And so that really, really already kind of made my week, getting to play with something kind of cool. And then finally I also registered for the Staccato Range Day when we go to SHOT Show. So
Yes.
I have had a very full gun week, and it's only Wednesday.
That's fair. Just to add on a few things, Calico is apparently American under Calico Light Weapon Systems. Somehow, I didn't even know this news. They went out of business in 2024.
Yeah,
I thought they would have either went out of business way earlier than that, or like they're still alive. But that's
I knew they
surprisingly recent news, I guess.
I knew they had gone out of business, but only because I got told, like, so these guns took about 3 months to build, and they worked with Calico on the limiters for them. And so like I just like got that piece of kind of useless gun formation, if you will. But yeah, so that was cool. What about you, Adriel? You've had nothing. You haven't really done anything gun related, right? We can just kind of skip over you.
I bought a couple things.
Oh, I thought you taught PAL courses. Did you or no?
Yeah, I did that too. Taught some PAL courses. Upcoming, more PAL courses, more PAL courses. Got to pay for all this stuff. I'm going to use my notes here because otherwise I'll forget some stuff here. But this is item number 1. Federation Firearms 220 gauge over under.
Well, that's cute.
Why? You just bought a 20 gauge, didn't you? No, sorry. You just bought a over and under.
Yeah, 12 gauges. Not a 20 gauge though.
Almost looks like that's got tubes in it.
Like it's got chokes. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean tubes,
Like
like
from the
conversion
back.
tubes. Yeah, from the back, it looked like it was tubes, like it was a 12 gauge with 20 gauge tubes. But
Oh yeah, I
no?
can see where
okay.
you kinda,
I see the
yeah.
glare. It's just a glare.
It's just
yeah,
the
okay.
rim glare, yeah.
Yeah. That'd be funny. 12 gauge is like, man, like a little bit smaller. Anyways, yeah, I got that. It was $350, Tony.
Oh,
Fair. What are you gonna do with it though?
Review it and sell it.
Fair.
Same with this.
Good business strategy.
nice.
Oh wow, it's not even a Daria.
That's
They're the same thing. Federation Firearms, Daria. It's all Turkish. It's all the same thing. Yeah.
Is it garbage?
Magfed. Parts of it feel inexpensive, value price, and then parts of it are like actually kind of neat. So they've got no half cock on it. So there's no half cock there, just all the way. But they've got
All
cross
cock.
bolt safety. So there's
Oh,
It's like the like the Ruger Wrangler of lever action.
well, like the Mossberg 464 doesn't do a half cock. Instead, they do like a rebounding hammer kind of thing. And then they've got the Mossberg
fair.
safety on the back. And there's a lever safety. Look at that lever safety. All it does
I
is
hate
block the
that.
trigger. No, look.
Oh my god, that's
Pull the trigger.
quite crude.
Yeah, but that's fine.
It works.
It makes it very easy to use. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Rebounding hammer on this one as well. And a mag fed. Now, one thing I don't like about the mag fed on this one. Okay. Open it up.
oh,
The mag, it locks.
Oh
open.
no! And
Oh,
then
I
the
don't like
clearance
that.
is so tiny.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get in there to pull the magazine out. So I appreciate the idea. I don't like the
So it's got
actual.
bolt lock for an empty mag on a lever action.
don't like
Well,
that.
I think this is the same mag as their other ones. I'll have to go try.
That's the TM22, I think. So it's just
Get
the
the-
same gun, but lever action.
Mag.
So it's the Turkish version of the conspiracy.
Yeah.
Convertible gun.
The sights on it are bad because they're way far forward, right? And if you put a sight on here, it would be a red dot or something. It'd be pretty far forward. I don't know why they didn't like drill and tap the top here. They got a nice top receiver here. They could put a scope a little bit further back. They're emptying, like their ejection port is on the side. Why not have a rail that's a little bit further forward?
It's because Scout Scope is on the rage these days.
Yeah. It's got a muzzle, threaded muzzle there for nothing that we can use here in Canada, right?
For your muzzle brake to increase your noise.
Some of the other ones have like a fake tube, like a fake
Yeah, that's
tube underneath
I
it.
prefer this. This is no fake tubes.
Yeah, no fake tube.
But I do like the Darius stock. It's laminated, it's green, it's very pretty.
I
as
saw the
wood.
one that's also got like the cheek riser, right?
Oh boy. That
Anyways,
it's quite a hybrid of old school and new school. It's really, really weird.
Here, this is what you were looking at the other day, right? This
Uh-huh.
is the Pursuit
I love that you bought that.
50 cal.
50 cal. Yep. Put your little 209 primer in the
209
back
primers
there.
in there.
Yep. And here's your wrench for pulling off the plug. And I've chosen to put a Vector Optics 2 to 12 on the top of there.
2 to 12. Whoa, 6x erector. That's impressive.
Yeah. I kind of like the ramrod on this one, so let me just pull it out here because normally you wouldn't
it
be able
has
to
a
get it all
little
the way
thing
down
on it.
there. But if you just unscrew this thing and you screw it onto the other side, it gives you just a little bit extra length so you can fit it in there without having to get way down in there, which can be a problem on some of these.
That is a very interesting design. It gives you a palm saver too. That's nice, but it's not as convenient as a CVA though. It's just the whole thing is one unit.
I'd imagine they're all the same thing. CVA and Traditions, are they made by the same company?
No, they're not.
But they're
CVA is
made
out of
Spain?
correct. Traditions are not.
Yeah, they are.
Really?
This is out of Spain.
Interesting. I did not know.
Let me just read it off the side here.
I know CVA is with Baccara.
Yeah, made in Spain by Ardessa.
Does not ring a bell. I need to look it
Wow,
up.
yeah,
then.
but like just some company in Spain, right? I think Spain makes a couple of different black powders because my
regulation or something.
Well, my other muzzleloader over there, the kit build one that I made, that
was in Spain too.
Mhm.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting. I did not know.
Yeah. Yeah, so I got that. I was at a buddy's place and he's like, "Oh yeah, I was thinking about selling this." I'm like, "How much?" He's like, "Oh, $700." So I got a BCL MRX, the Bronco with the 12.5-inch barrel and the scope that has this top rail that I'm probably going to take off and put a normal scope on there. Why did I buy it? I don't know. It was cheap. So that's really my only reason for getting
I
it.
forgot if it takes an AR trigger. I thought
It comes with a Trigger Tech trigger.
Got it. Cool.
Yeah, so yes, it does, but you really like that's a really good trigger on there. So who cares? Just keep using that.
I like them.
Yeah. This is on loan. Did we talk about this one? Givarm?
No.
Oh,
No. I know of this type of gun because a different Dave, a third Dave in this instance, had one. Yeah.
open bolt.
That's a machine gun.
Well, yeah, I mean it's open bolt, and the magazines are atrociously expensive. This one is, I think these are like $200 or something like that. So
I know the competitor who we have here, Dave, who shoots one of these.
This is
Have all a different Dave who had this gun before this Dave. So it's a third Dave.
Yeah.
Because random Dave, but his magazine's all rusty. He's still using them because there's no good way to refinish
like
it. But
even the 10 rounders are like $100, which feels bad. These things are takedown, eh? Did you know that?
I did not know that, no. But I know it's very odd that
that's it. Easy, right?
one of your show clear thing is you have to pull the trigger so that the chamber will actually close on the chamber flag. So it gets a little weird. Some ROs like, what the?
Yeah, pull the trigger. Okay. Chunk. There it goes. Yeah. Yeah, neat gun.
Super cool.
Yeah. I also got some parts. One of the parts I got. Okay, so I was reading online. You guys know I had some huge issues with this mini Mauser Norinco thing. Huge issues with it. I think they were all mag related. I know that they were like the magazine was causing me issues. Some people are like, oh, you got to get CZ mag. So I got a CZ mag there,
and it works.
Put it in, and it works great. It feeds 100%.
So the magazine that they make for their gun is not functional.
It is a clone of this one. If you to look at them side by side, the Norinco is a clone of the CZ mag, and the CZ mag works, and the Norinco one does not.
What CZ mag does it? Like
beautiful.
Any of their rim fires are the same.
Got it. The bolt
22 rim fire. Yeah. Yeah. So now I need to take this back out to the range and try it again because it might work. Some other stuff came in. So I had a Glock 34 with a 34 slide, but a Glock 34 is just a 17 with a longer slide on it. So I got the shorter slide with a red dot cut, and I put
Why
a dot on
didn't you get a 34 optics ready slide instead?
it. Okay, go see if you can find one.
I might try later.
Yeah.
Brownells to the rescue, I
Nope.
guess.
Oh, they don't have any.
Really? Huh?
Have any? Yeah. And in any case, who cares? So yeah, this one was cheap. That was the other thing.
People said you were cool if you shot a Glock 34 back in the day, so I saw that still carried on.
I put in my tungsten guide rod and some springs and all that kind of stuff that I had for it. Ooh, that slide releases. Oh, it does not want to go. Huh. Needs some extra wear on there, I guess. But yeah, now I've got a red dot Glock.
And you're going to be so much happier.
I pulled it off the 1911. 1911's over there, bare, with no dot on it. Think I'm going to be happier with the dot on it?
Yes, and you'll probably be buying another red dot for that 1911.
Shadow?
Probably, yep.
For the shadow, maybe?
Oh, yeah, do that. Yeah.
Maybe.
Are you switching divisions now?
No. I think I'd prefer the fiber optic front, blacked out back. But we'll see. I want to learn to shoot.
Here's the odd thing. You never shot the 34 competition, did you?
I did. Oh, yeah.
But you just never preferred it.
No, like before I got the shadow, I had the 34 before I had the shadow.
Okay, but like you never thought I'm gonna shoot the 34 intentionally, despite having a shadow too.
Well, no, not when you have a shadow too.
No, I've had my kid shoots it sometimes instead of they shot it when I shot the shadow. Yeah,
fair.
It's not bad. It's just it's not as good as the shadow, so I don't shoot it as much. Kyle mentioned those shell caddies, so yeah, those are very neat. What else I get? I got a TV. I had to replace my TV. It was like going blue. Costco had a sale on an 85-inch one, so I got that.
Oh my God. Where are you putting it?
It's in my living room. I watch TV like an old man now, just like friggin' huge TV.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Dude, I have only big TVs.
With the Glock slide, so I got a couple of things from Marstar. I was short one bolt for Carcano, so I got one of those. This is actually the one that was just in the ultrasonic. It's all clean now. Got all that cosmoline off of it. And I looked at my other ones. I'm like, oh my God, I don't think I cleaned these either. So I stripped them and I got another one in the ultrasonic now. I got some Garand clips. They had some like blued ones, and my other ones are Parkerized, and the blued ones looked a little bit slicker. So I kind of want to try those to see if they're a little bit more gamer for my Garand. And then they had some Mosin clips that are different, and they're the good ones. So some of the other ones that I've had a whole bunch of these ones. These are like a thicker steel. It's hard to show on camera, but this is like a thicker steel, and this one's thinner, and it works better in a Mosin. So set up for those. Keck is like they're a company out of Ontario, some Chinese guys, and they're into precision shooting. And they're like, hey, we want you to review our scopes. So they sent me a couple. One of them's a 3-12 with a 56 millimeter objective.
You gotta have some tall rings for that. Jesus Christ.
Big old objective on there. You can just night. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Yeah, big old.
This show is for entertainment purposes only. We do not condone shooting at night without legal permission.
But it has an illuminated reticle, Tony.
Oh, great.
That doesn't illuminate your target, does it? Then you'll be night and shining. What is happening?
Flashlights for. And then they also sent over a 5-30 with a big old erector on there, and also a 56 millimeter objective on it. So looking forward to trying those. Maybe I'll put one on the Gavarm. Javarm?
Yeah, does it? Absolutely. Oh, I have a dovetail, right?
So. It has a dovetail. I have some high dovetail to 30 millimeter rings.
Oh, to 30. Who makes that? Okay.
I have some. I don't know who makes it. So it's in my bin over there. My bin-o rings. You gotta have a bin-o rings, right? Or maybe I'll put one of them on the Bison. Although that Bison looks more like a red dot gun to me.
It's your
Maybe a
trainer
scope.
gun now.
Maybe a scope on there. I also so while I was doing a PAL course, I was talking to a buddy of mine. He's like, I want to buy your Winchester off you. I'm like, oh man, I use this for PAL courses, but I also don't like it for PAL courses because the barrel's 30 inches long, and I could use something a little bit shorter. And I noticed that Bullseye had these Charles Daly tactical pumps in nickel finish for $250.
Nice and rust proof.
So I bought that one. And I updated my firearms inventory spreadsheet, and you guys will all be happy to know that the curve has stayed the same. Just keeps going.
Oh boy, that's concerning. This is not GDP. We don't want a consistent increase on this.
Yes, we do.
Up
They're
and to the
guns.
right.
We want
Always up and to the right. Always up and to the right.
Yeah. No, I probably should sell some. Yeah, I've got lots more upcoming PAL courses. I've got one this weekend, Monday, Tuesday. I'm probably going to do a private RPAL after the week after that. And I'm just in the middle of setting up my January to May schedule at Sherwood Park. And I'm probably going to do some more in St. Lina in January. Because I set up a PAL course out there. And it's like the one guy who's setting up, who was like my dad's cousin. He's like, oh yeah, we could probably sell it out. I'm like, all right, well, here's the link. Sold out. And then okay, hey, do you want to do this Sunday? He's like, yeah, let's do the Sunday too. Where's the link?
Sold
Okay,
out.
link. Oh, in an hour.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Word of mouth
and
advertising
I
is
came
real.
out, and like every person I talked to, they're like, "Oh, are you coming back again?" I like this person and this person. I got like 2 family members that need to do this. So, yeah, I guess I'll have to be out there in January again, and maybe again sometime after that. Because oh my goodness, yeah, they need some licenses out there.
It's called the Age Rules Refresher. Every 1 year, you go out to do a clinic, to do PAL courses.
Yeah,
That's a good thing.
yeah. Anyways, that's it for me. Was that enough?
Oh, right. No, I was hoping it'd be twice as long. Kidding. All right, moving on to upcoming events. Yeah, there's none. Not really. It's wintertime. Nobody, not here. Like it's raining here. I can still go shoot guns if I don't mind being wet. But
I did have one in there.
It's very cold here. I got a PAL course the Monday, Tuesday coming up here.
No, you've had enough PAL courses. That's fine.
For 2025, yeah, I have.
No, sorry. Oh, the Peace River one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, so we do have an upcoming event. Peace River Winter Stupidity Shotgun Match, January 31st. That sounds like fun. Sounds like stupid fun. I love it.
And they're longer courses of fire, so you got to reload in
Lots.
With gloves on.
With frozen hands, yeah.
Yeah.
More bullets, more good.
But they'll have burn barrels probably at every stage, and yeah, it's always a good time. It's not a serious match. Just go out.
Down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you can dispose of any of those pesky CZ guns that you've got. I'm sorry. I really
Lost it in a fire barrel incident. Oops.
All right. And since there are no other upcoming events, let's move on to the news. So bad news first, as always. There's definitely something going on with the FRT. So as it was noted on Reddit, they quietly removed the FRT for which one was it? It was that bullpup.
It's one of those Turkish bullpup shotguns.
Bullpups.
The
One of the few
N4S.
semi-autos that were
Yeah.
still legal. The N4S. Thank you, Tony. I mean, honestly, this isn't a shock. The completely transparent, but also completely obscured and kept secret panel for the CFAC panel, firearms advisory panel. That again, there is like it's a black box on who's on it and what expertise they have, but they determined that every other semi-auto mag-fed firearm that is left accessible to the country must be banned for our own good.
Well, that was
again,
I don't think we covered that last week.
no, we didn't. That's
No.
it's on the list here. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Okay.
But again, for anybody paying attention, you already knew, and if you weren't or didn't catch that, the firearms advisory panel is back. It was renewed in secret. The people that sit on it also secret. the expertise they have. Yeah, we're not allowed to know that, but apparently they're firearms experts. And it's really, really interesting and weird. They happen to have the exact same opinion as the Liberal government that every other semi-auto mag-fed shotgun or rifle left in Canada, including the SKS, should be banned for our own good. Again, their reasoning redacted. You know, any sort of thought process. Yeah, we can't know that. They just have decided for us that those should be banned. So it's not really
because they're assault weapons. They use the definitions that the Liberals put in there.
The definition that they made a scary term, created a definition for it that fit anything they wanted it to, because it's whatever we say it is. So of course they were able to make everything fit into the assault weapons definition, assault style weapons definition. Sorry, assault weapons are actually defined.
They made sure to make it sound like a conservative thing too.
Yeah,
they're in there. They're like, oh yeah, Harper said that some prohibited weapons exist, and therefore we got to ban them.
Sure.
Did you read it? Like
it's bad.
It is a partisan.
I've lost interest.
Like whoever made this, like they know who's feeding them, and they care only about that. They don't care about anything else.
Yeah, if the summary didn't make me throw up, I've got it open here. It didn't actively make me throw up if I were reading it. It's bad. But if anybody wants to check it out, the final report from the Expert Advisory Panel on Firearms is available on Public Safety Canada website. And it breaks down, semi-auto shotguns with detachable magazines, semi-automatic military service firearms, unique or unusual firearms, and the conclusion being that they all need to be banned because they're bad.
Yeah, everything from the GAP list should be banned. And if you're curious, here's the GAP list: bullpup shotguns, tactical shotguns, multiple tube fed. I think this one already got banned though. The SRM-12. No,
I saw. Well,
they have the SVT-40 in here.
There's M1 carbine in there.
M1 carbine. Yeah, that one got banned potentially after when they talked about this though, didn't they? Or is this new or is this from 2024? I got confused. They met in 2024. They met in 2025 in January. Yeah, so this is not from this year. This is from last year. And they did recommend the M1 carbine. I thought the M1 Grand was
M1 Grand non-detachable. Yeah.
If it's semi-auto, they don't want it in existence. And yeah, it looks a lot like they're just like, again, from reading the conclusion here, they make mention that our classification system is one of the most complicated and comprehensively difficult ones, and they're suggesting that a complete overhaul be made of how we classify firearms. So it seems like
not the overhaul you want.
No,
it's the Liberal classification simplified.
Semi-auto, bro.
Yeah, they're semi-auto bad, and they won't stop there. There's already more talks of other things. So, no one's shocked. It's another day that ends in Y, and the Liberals want you disarmed. Shocker. But now for some good news. We did have a little happy ray of hope. The Charlottetown Council voted against being part of taking part in the federal firearms confiscation program. I think it was a unanimous vote.
Yep.
And so that was fun. Tracy Wilson was kind enough to live stream it. You watched the video on YouTube and Facebook and probably Twitter too. It's pretty great. All the reasoning from the town councilors were pretty reasonable. Combination of this seems like the federal government is trying to offload the responsibility onto municipalities. Yes, they were. And we don't want any part of that, which is great reasoning. Just by itself, great reasoning. It's nonpartisan. If the government wants to ban guns, they can ban the guns. It's not municipalities' responsibility to take part and make it happen. So I don't know. We're seeing more and more communities, provinces, stand up against this nonsense. Like it isn't the like huge wave of support the Liberals thought they would have for this, right? And I'm kind of hopeful in the long run that this kind of it marks a different point for the gun debate, if you will. So I don't know. I'm happy to see more reasonable people having some more reasonable conclusions, and maybe in the future we won't have to deal with this nonsense when we do get to the other side of it. All right.
No.
Move-
The liberals, this is religion. They will never stop.
You're not wrong. Just let the air out of my tires right from the start, why don't you? Thanks. Thanks for that. I was trying to end the news on a positive note, but fuddy-duddy, no fun,
Liberals
Adriel
gotta
over
lose.
here.
They have to
Well, they
no
gotta
news
lose.
outlets,
What I'm saying is that I think public perception about firearms and their place in our society is in fact changing, and many of the
That I'd agree
lies that the liberal government have been happily spewing out aren't hitting the way they used to. The greatest hits don't work the way they used to, and this whole idea where like the whole of the left like it is not a mistake that the liberals have been trying to roll this out in the East, where they have their tentpole support, and the fact that they're not getting the kind of traction with it in the communities in places like New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and PEI, like places where they have good strong footholds, that bodes well for us. I think long term that bodes well for us. I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about over the span of the next 10 years, because as we all know, if we survive the next 10 years, gun control dies whether you like it or not. It just does. I've talked about it a lot. I'll talk about it more another time. On that note, moving on to new gun stuff.
I think Adriel had a
Oh,
thing.
sorry. Adriel was doing a thing while I was rambling.
No, I had put another one in there that you guys conveniently skipped over.
No,
Oh,
it was Kyle's.
you gotta put it on the bottom. You can't put it in the middle. I'm reading as I go.
I put it in there before the show even started.
That's true. I can confirm that.
Think of a different excuse, Dustin. Quick.
I'm blind.
TJ Schwenke, him and his wife are the host for Outdoor Quest TV, and they're from Alberta. And with the latest regulation change, they went out and they took a whitetail with 223.
Oh, and they're catching
Nothing wrong with
Oh,
that.
they are catching some hate, and from he hasn't named names, but some very well respected people in the industry.
Really?
Canadians?
Absolutely hating on him, calling it unethical and everything under the sun, it seems.
Well, that's just silly. People take
yeah.
deer with 223 all over the place.
Well,
in
that's
different
just it.
provinces in the country. Tony took a deer. Wait, no, you took a deer with.
Caliber superiority. I have double the size. Yes.
Put that away, Tony.
No, but the funny thing is, and he had made a good point in one of his posts, and it's like, we've been fighting to save semi-auto rifles, especially ones chambered in 223, saying they're hunting guns and making that case, but this is a case where we're our own worst enemy, because infighting, calling it unethical to take a white-tailed deer with a 223.
It's not a moose. It's fine. It's legal.
You could take in the right shot placement. I'm not saying go take a 400-yard shot at a moose. Close range, drop a moose. Everything's shot placement.
It's true.
Everything is shot placement.
And ethical changes from shooter to shooter.
Well, I think like the spear hunting thing.
Yeah.
That was Albertans.
Yeah. Well, that
I thought that was in
affected us.
BC.
It was in Alberta,
banned it
but
in
it
Alberta.
affected BC. They banned the grizzly hunt in BC. So all those kids.
Does that have anything to do with
got
a
attacked.
spear, really?
It was so what happened, Tony, was when that spear thing happened, because of the controversy, it was the tiny little bit of motivation that was needed to ban the grizzly hunt outright in BC.
Okay.
And
And then they made the spear hunting. They don't want us to hunt with rifles. They want us to more fair of a fight. How much more fair does it get
Pointy
up close and
stick,
personal
spear.
with a spear?
yeah, pointy stick at pointy stick range. Yeah, but that was unethical too. Yeah.
But
The
it's
reality
just it's interesting how it will never get away from this, and until gun owners and hunters just come together like antis come together
it'll
and
never
stop
happen.
the infighting.
No.
So we're going to lose every time.
We eat our own. We love to eat our own. It's a thing, dude. Even working that little gun show, the number of times I got told black guns are the problem. I'm like, well, it sure shit isn't black guns. Those aren't the only guns that are getting banned right now. So I don't know.
Yeah,
You know?
and we got a regulation. People got to look at it. We got a regulation loosened for once. You really think they did that willy-nilly, or did they actually do some testing and, hey, you know what, with the modern bullets and everything else, yeah, no, this isn't such a big deal.
Yep.
Well, they tested it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a bunch of hunters go out and test it out, and yeah, it was fine.
But yeah, no, it's just something interesting. Like even like well-known name like TJ got hate for going out and doing it.
I think there's just, unfortunately, online hate everywhere. You could take a very unethical shot with a 300 Win Mag and let the deer limp for days while you're trying to track it, bump it every time.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anywho, now I'm moving on to new gun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Unless anybody else has any. No, you know what? I don't care. I'll meet you all. So, new gun stuff. PSA have a new bullpup.
Maybe.
Well,
Yeah, maybe.
somewhat of a new bullpup. It's I think they have a release date for it, so I think it's there. But it's a lower for a. Has PSA jumped on anything yet? I don't know.
Well, I was about to ask you because they've had a few things that you've said that they've had release dates, and has any of them come out yet?
I don't think those had release dates. They were just in
I've
development.
heard you say, "Oh, there's a release date for this."
At least a half dozen. We need to go back to last.
We need to go back then.
Yes,
Last
yeah.
But they have proposed this. I think it was on a popular
They're
vote
having
too.
fun with making another gun. Yeah.
No, not quite. It's a lower kit for the Jackal, which is their AR compatible long stroke gas piston upper. So it's
You know
kind of
what?
interesting.
Talk to me about it when someone can buy it. Doesn't even need to be bought here, but when someone can purchase one.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God bless PSA. The new Glock Gen 6s are out with more stippling, a bit more of a palm swell, flat face trigger, V model change applied, no more MOS, end of an era.
The grip on that looked less like a 2x4.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's very much
Like, it
not
had-
traditional Glock. It
Like
looks.
it had some curve to it, like you said, with palm swell and that. Like,
It looks like not a Glock. It looks like a gun grip, which is
Well,
good, I guess.
and for the first time, we might actually have to stop off at the Glock booth and actually do a video
Yes.
on it because we haven't done a
Yes.
video at the Glock booth because it's
They've been
Glock.
Glocks.
Like,
I bet you we won't be the only ones there. So if you can tell me, Tony, how are the barrels not compartable?
Because English is hard. But I've watched a video on TFB TV, and I think he did a quite a detailed explanation of a lot of things. And one of the details is the barrels will no longer be compatible with older barrels, so they have different chamfers and contours. That's how they said it. So I don't know.
This sounds like an Apple excuse to sell new things, and the old things that you had are garbage for this new thing. That's what it sounds like.
It could be, but yeah, there's no more MOSs anymore, which is interesting. They give you two direct mount options, RMR and DPP. So I guess
so you have to buy the right model for.
no, it only comes with two.
adapter-
So I
just
guess
some
you
other
need two
adapter
adapter
plates.
kits.
Oh, okay. Why would they get rid of MOS?
Well, maybe
It's
I don't know
fine.
why they are not going
That-
with the
it has
COA
height.
pattern instead.
No, like the MOS adds height, so they want something even lower. So that's why it's direct mount. But they are selling it with 3 plates.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a bit interesting.
3
There
optic
is
plates that allow it to be screwed directly into the slide.
Oh yeah, that
it'll
was
be
a.
lower.
Another thing with that frame, it actually has what we would do when we stipple, like a molded gas pedal type shelf right above the front trigger
Yeah,
guard supports.
Right about there. Yeah.
They actually molded that into the frame.
so some improvements for sure. Flat trigger,
Yeah.
which is also interesting. I
That's
guess
nice,
that's one
Hey,
of
you
the
guys-
competition
you guys really
shooting
like
things that's
the-
adopted.
The Glock, like you and the dot that doesn't, you can't really see the dot. You kind of just see half of it. Don't worry, they didn't get rid of that. They kept that.
Yeah, but I
Sounds
mean,
good to me.
like, I'm glad they updated the trigger because if you bought a Zev, a Timney, or an Apex, or any of the other aftermarket triggers to actually make that a half decent shooter, they're all flat face triggers.
Really, they don't have a round option because, like, for a 1911 or for AR, there are always options for both.
Kyle, look at the adapter plate here. It fits inside the slide. There's a machine cutout for it. The screw holes stay there. That's just where the pogo sticks go.
So yeah, it's your dimples to for anti-twisting or whatever, and then I guess you don't have many different bolt patterns, but then it's just the dimples.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are changed. So you just pull it out. It's not even screwed in that little plate. It's just resting.
Yeah, it's just resting in that cutout.
Yeah. And it's polymer too.
I'd be interested, because that isn't bolted in the front, how well zero retention is going to be.
Wait, Tony, you
especially
said
if you use your
It's polymer. It's polymer. It's polymer.
Those fucking cheapskates.
Oh,
what a piece of
because
shit.
now the first time you go and rack your slide with your optic, which everybody does,
You're gonna pop it out.
you now twisted that and knocked it out of sight.
Yep.
Knocked it out of zero.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, you're still screwed into the slide.
Yeah, but that's towards the back.
This being plastic is a terrible idea.
Yeah,
Well,
like
the
if those
rest
are
of the
metal
gun's
plates,
plastic.
okay, cool, metal plates, cool. But yeah, plastic, like,
Costs too much. Yeah.
It could
Oh,
be
man.
marketing speak, but they say
I
it's
mean,
better.
You know, they're gonna go out of business
They
anyway.
say it's better. Yeah.
They've already been modded to be full auto, so you know they'll be banned everywhere. I'm kidding. I'm being just.
I want to mention the whole elimination of the 47 thing. So actually, let me stream this.
Elimination of the 4717.
So this gets very complicated because
well,
I don't know,
Glock
because they
models have
wanna-
always been complicated. So
true. So we start off with the Glock 17, which a lot of law enforcement agency would be using, and then we have the compact model of the Glock 19. Everything still makes sense. Shorter barrel.
No.
In Canada,
No.
you have
The 17 was how many rounds it kept.
17.
True.
I thought the G was the permit number, where their permit.
That's what I've
or,
heard too,
Not
so-
your permit, their
pattern
patent.
numbers.
That was their patent number.
Yeah, that's right. But it happened to also hold 17 rounds.
Yeah.
And then the 19 holds 15 rounds.
Yeah, the Glock 45 does not shoot 45. Anyway,
And the Glock 22 doesn't shoot a Glock or
it
22.
doesn't shoot 22. So there's the Glock 19.
24 shoots it.
Oh, God.
Double 22.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't put that together. But that's the two classic models, the 17 and the 19. And then they came out with the 19X, which
Yeah,
is
I cursed them when they did this.
like,
Same.
which is like the 1911 Commander gun, where you have a full-size mag well, but a shortened top. Then that really became the Glock 45 because the 19X is kind of like a trial model. So 45, same idea, slightly different frame design, short top, full-size bottom.
I still can't believe that was successful.
Yeah, I guess some people liked it. So the 47 is a 17 slide on a 45.
Yeah.
So now, starting with the Gen 6, all of the 17s will be like this.
What?
It will always have a shortened recoil system. Don't ask me why. I'm just a
that's
messenger.
There's a bigger grip too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but the 17, right? Well, the 17
No,
and
if it-
47
if
should
it-
have the
if
same
it-
grip.
If it's a 45, it's got a bigger grip.
No, so the 47 will replace the 17. I don't think the 15 is getting changed. The
See,
45
we're
is
already
getting
confused
changed.
talking about
I know.
it right now.
You know what?
So-
Right. I propose that Tony makes a nice PowerPoint presentation,
Oh, God.
and then we can do a whole episode on this, Tony.
Yeah, making sense of
the
Glock and
short.
I would like to watch the making sense of the Glock of the Glock thing. Yes, I vote you make a PowerPoint and you present this.
Sure. The short version of it is your 17 will always have a short dust cover now.
Yes.
Oh,
So, yeah. So the 47 is going to go away. The 47 becomes a new 17. But
so the 17 is going away and the 47 is becoming the 17.
so to speak.
Basically.
So it will give you the flexibility to move your 19 slide around.
Don't
Why?
need that.
I don't know.
I
Just,
prefer more rail and full length dust cover.
Yep.
I would too, but Glock said this is perfection.
Well, yeah.
Boy. All right. Finally, True North Arms has some D grade, as in Delta grade, powder coated Picatinny chassis for the SKS.
What does that even mean?
Man,
They're blemish ones. They have
They're-
some photos of them. Like you
Yeah,
can
they
see,
do.
like the castings not
Oh, yeah.
not great.
Oh boy, that is D grade. Holy crap!
they are upfront that they are D grade, but they are priced as D grade. These chassis are around 165. Is that what I saw?
163.11.
Okay.
And you
So,
said they were
that is
cast.
ridiculous.
So
I went
they're
over.
not, they're not plastic.
They're aluminum.
They're aluminum. Okay.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they do not take your, they don't do the AK conversion mags. They're pretty
Oh.
upfront about that. They will take duckbill mags, but that's kind of what nobody.
What are the mags? Is that a proprietary mag that they got in there?
Duckbill. No, duckbill.
That's a duckbill.
SKS
Oh, that is a
Yeah.
duckbill. Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the magwell kind of ends short. That's interesting. So I guess the magwell
cut
doesn't have the
open.
front. Yeah.
The whole
Yeah, they
reason
got a
front.
slot cut in the front for the duckbill. Okay.
They took the whole
Oh,
reason
yeah, there it
to
is.
get a new chassis and just threw that concept out the window. We're like, you want duckbills, so I don't know.
You're
Oh,
making it. Make it for the AK. Do they maybe sell one that works for the AK model?
So guys, we had True North Arms on a while ago, and they talked about these. They talked about they were going to get their hands on these. These
Right.
are from another company that couldn't sell them or went out of business or something like that. Can't remember what the details were.
Oh, so these are the alpha runs, so to
You want a
speak.
spoiler
Yeah.
on how these are going to go for them?
They look cheap.
I mean, they're gonna
163
sell.
for a chassis for your SKS. Run an AR buttstock on it. AR
Yeah.
grip.
Yeah.
I got my bubbled SKS. That's all I need.
All right.
If I had an SKS, I'd probably look.
I don't think you need to bub it to put it in here. I think it just sits in there. So I
Yeah.
think like all you need to do is run a duckbill mag. You can just take it out, put it in this thing. Look, it's got the disassembly lever
Dust
there.
cover.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a standard SKS inside this thing, I think. Not running the
Interesting.
upper or lower. Okay, so
That gap between
your-
the
your gas tube would have
Tube,
to be
yeah.
swapped onto this.
NC Star. They have
So
a
the-
Picatinny gas
I-
tube.
The knife.
I'm comforted that there is no end to the bubbling options for the SKS until Natty gets her way.
I do gotta point out something. You mentioned like AR grips, and that's the grip they decided to put on there.
I know.
Well, that's also the
It's
stock
like
they
a,
decided to
it's
put
like a
on it.
Fab Arms.
It's
Oh yeah.
it's the worst. But
Hey, it's
you're gonna-
cool. Yeah. It'd be nice.
Yep.
Yeah, nice. Your AR buttstock put on. there.
Oh, maybe the bayonet doesn't
Okay.
fit.
And then
kind of
finally,
at an angle.
oh yeah. Finally, we've got $10 boxes of 20 gauge.
Oh,
Since
that's-
when?
Ooh.
That's good money. That's
absolutely
good price.
Yeah.
insane.
For 8-shot box of 25 for $10. That's on Tenda.
Nice.
Adriel's probably already purchased it all, I'm sure. Like,
No, I actually have two flats that I'm picking up from Bass Pro that weren't at $10, and I wish I had bought these instead. But oh
you should
well.
buy these as well because you just bought
No,
a new. Yeah,
no. I
credit
got
card
so
take
much
a little
money.
bit harder pounding. Just a
He's
little.
never gonna shoot that much 20 gauge.
Yeah, my kids are getting bigger. They're going to 12s.
Okay, well, I mean that's fine. That's fine. People will buy it. Tenda, everybody. They rock. So I'm going to speed run the main topic and I'm going to take off. Our main topic for this week is what are we wishing for under the Christmas tree this year?
Dustin, why don't you answer, and then you can
And then
take
I'm gonna
off, and we'll take
and
over.
you can
Yeah.
take over.
Pass. I don't have a Christmas
That's
tree.
what I meant by speed run. I'm gonna.
Yep.
Well, you can be wrong, Tony. That's okay. All right. So, like my honest hopefuls, like the things I realistically would like to see under the Christmas tree, signs of an election in the spring. I would also. I was just actually looking at this. There is a lever gun that I would like to see under the Christmas tree.
44 mag, mare's leg.
I mean, I wouldn't say no. No, I was actually it was FOC has has a Canuck Wrangler Trapper lever action in 30-30, 16.5 inch with threaded barrel, and it's the gray and like gray stainless steel and gray stock that is like my SBL. I like it a lot. I wouldn't mind seeing that under the Christmas tree. It'd make me happy. So that would make me super happy. Yeah, 44 mag under the tree would make me happy too. I'm kind of expecting to maybe find a little ammo under there as well. And then dreams and hopes. I would love if that calico found its way under my tree too. If you're listening and you know who you are.
Is it considered as a prohib or no?
Oh, it's a super prohib. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it goes burr. Sorry, my bad. It's like, yeah, right.
They don't get more illegal unless they go boom. But
is that considered as a modified firearm? Like, what the? Does it have its own FRT now?
No, it's still a calico. It's just it's the coolest calico. I've never seen one cooler.
Like the FRT wouldn't be accurate. Have a rotating barrel. Like your regular RCMP officer looking at this and like, what the heck happened here?
The rotating barrel is like it's ahead of the actual gun barrel, so it's its own thing. I wouldn't be. I don't know if I'd be brave enough to shoot it. Like it's one thing to have flames coming out of there. The timing doesn't need to be perfect. It should be, and my understanding is that it is. But that only needs to go wrong once with a gun that has a cyclic rate like that.
Yeah, it's 9mm.
And with that, I'm going to bid you guys adieu tonight, and I hope the rest of the show goes well.
Thanks for coming on.
Have a good night, guys.
You too.
Tony, what do you want for Christmas?
I don't even know what I want anymore. It's the whole disappointing election. The first election I participated in federally is somewhat disappointing. Yes, maybe a spring election. I'm not a person who knows a lot about politics, so I don't know if that's going to be beneficial or not.
Not right now.
Not right now. If it is going to be beneficial, I can see that being on my wish list, but I don't know enough. Let's put it that way. I don't know enough, and I feel like our foes will be waving the Orange Man Bad flag yet again, and Mark Carney is I'm gonna work out a deal in whatever months. And
the deals just keep getting worse.
I don't know. Can it get any worse? I guess it always could.
Yes, it can. They can eliminate Kuzma next year. Things can get worse.
True. Things could get worse. I guess compared to last year, my taste in 1911 has got even more expensive. So now I'm, you can't have a, what are they called? Man, they're so bad at erasing. No.
What kind of rumor level 1911 are you looking at right now?
No, what? Their name is so bad I erased them from my memory. Oh no.
Era Ordnance?
No, Dan Wesson. I wanted a Dan Wesson. I was looking at a Dan Wesson, but they're associated with CZ. So no. Say no to Dan Wessons. So I was looking at more like the mid-gray Springfield guns because I play with one. So now I'm looking at, if I ever got one, I'll probably just go straight for the TRP and shoot that until it breaks or something. I don't know. And maybe I'll just spend the money and get an Atlas. Well, they don't make a 1911, so I don't know. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. But I will settle for Norinco if I can get it. We'll see about that. Adriel?
I mean, yeah. What do I want for under the tree? I don't know. I think I got enough guns and ammo.
More PAL courses?
More PAL courses. I think those are just going to come. There's so many people looking for them, especially in the small towns and that kind of thing. They don't get those a lot, and they don't really like heading up to the city. So, yeah, more PAL courses. Let me think for a second, because I didn't think about it at all before. I don't know. In terms of like competition guns and that kind of thing, I don't really feel the need to get anything else. Maybe some more.
You will have a very nice one in the States, though.
Yeah. It'd be nice to shoot an AR again. That's what I want for Christmas, to shoot my ARs again. An AR again.
Well, you will in March.
Mm-hmm.
Soon enough.
Yep.
Well, you'll probably get to shoot one at SHOT Show.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, we will. We'll shoot a lot of ARs and pistols and suppress stuff and stuff that we can't own.
Yep.
Maybe some 50s. You ever shot a 50 BMG, Tony?
Nope, never shot a 50.
you
There are a
probably
lot of
will.
things I haven't shot.
Pressed guns?
Nope, not that either.
AK?
No case.
ARs?
Yes, I've shot ARs.
Okay.
I've shot ARs.
Oh, we're going to do that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kyle, what about you? More storage?
Yeah, more storage. Yeah, bigger room, more storage. I'm gonna get it at some point anyways, but it'd be nice to have my receiver set, a nice G4 and G9 receiver set sitting underneath the tree.
Nice. Okay.
More parts. Yeah, more parts.
I think we have one more show before Christmas, but
Yeah.
What kind of stuff would you recommend for just like general like shooters and that kind of thing in case anyone's doing their Christmas shopping right now?
Good. You know what? I before I kind of changed my tune on this, but like a good quality, like cleaning and maintenance kit that you can take to the range. Like good quality, not like your old ones, but like a good quality one.
I don't know. I don't really have a need to clean my guns at the range. I
You're
would
at
have
a
a big old.
No,
Every
you're
once
at
in
a
a while you do.
competition or you're out hunting or something. It's not like you're using it all the time. It's, oh crap, something's going on. I need to clean this. And
Oh man, I fell and I was shooting in Grand Prairie. Now everything's got sand in it.
Yeah.
I would
Or,
just
I
take a
was shooting at
cheapish kit
Chad's
to it then.
in the spring and it's muddy, and now I got mud all over my bag or my gun or something like that.
I would have a good squib rod though. That'll come in handy.
Well, squib rod's a good idea. I
I
mean,
love how you
okay,
were against the cleaning system. Do you plan on getting that many squibs that you would definitely a squib rod, but no cleaning kit?
It's just that I can run a dirty gun sometimes, but there's so many times, at least horror stories from BTSA, that people went out there alone. It's so far away from civilization per se, and you have a squib and just.
Like, to clarify, I'm with you on the squib, having the squib rod. I just found that interesting that you were definitely squib rod, but thought the
I have a
cleaning kit was
cheap
overkill.
I have a cheap cleaning kit. I thought have a nice cleaning kit would be kind of overkill. It's like, yeah, whatever. Give it a lot of oil. It's
tools
like,
is nice.
Yeah.
Okay, the tool kit for the taking out to the range and that kind of thing. Oh, get one of those Tool Check Plus, the Wira Tool Check Plus. They're like $100. They're such a small kit, so you can just leave it in the car. I really like mine. That was a recommendation from a listener.
cool.
Other stuff, gun oil. If you know what they got.
Yeah, if you know what they got, I mean,
If
we
they
all
don't,
know,
if
like,
they just have drip
yeah.
like this drip oil, you can get them a spray. If they just have the spray, you can get them a drip. If they got both, you could get them maybe like a grease, like a light grease.
Yeah.
If they got those, but they don't have a cleaner, like maybe some like gun scrubber or something like that. Which I'm pretty sure this is brake clean.
Does it smell like it?
Yeah, and it acts like it too.
That sounds pretty
you know,
bad
good.
for a finish, but
Good like range bag if they're still rocking the old duffel bag or something, you know, good quality range bag, like the Savior equipment, good quality and decent price.
I use a Rubbermaid bin.
Yeah.
I suppose I should bring a range bag down for Superstition. So it'll probably be smaller. It'll pack down better than a bin will. I don't need so
How
much
many
stuff.
things do you need to
take your stuff
carry, though?
between, how do you take your stuff between stages, Kyle?
Wagon.
Wagon.
So I'll have my cart there, and then I also have my long gun bag that I'll
But
put
we're
my
gonna have
guns.
like a dozen people from Canada and no wagon.
I think there will be some wagons being bought. I can make some storage in mine. Yeah.
Okay.
I go with the
Slings.
one ammo case in one hand, walking all around the range tactic. It's not great, but it works. It's
I think it's
tiring,
more
though.
difficult when you add more guns.
Yeah, for 3
Yeah.
gun, definitely. It's
Yeah.
more challenging. I think I did that at BOA too. Well, yeah, for the most part, but
But like, I mean, I'll have my range bag, like with my basically when I call my range bag, I mean my cleaning kit and everything. So I'll have I'll have both my range bag and my cleaning kit in my wagon, all my ammo. So I mean, everybody doesn't have to have like a cleaning kit there.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm not flying with one, so
Yeah, we'll have enough of that stuff.
relying on you.
And yeah, if you have one like a backpack bag to carry your long guns that frees up your hands and whatnot.
I got one that'll hold a gun, and then I guess I'll have to just sling the other one. Do they do flags out there? Or are they just like
Yes.
that?
No,
Yeah,
they do flags. Yeah.
Okay. Bring some flags then, I guess. Not for me, but a brick of 22 is pretty much good for anyone.
Yeah.
Actually, I would take a brick of 22. I'd just be like, I'd
You
put
wouldn't
it
say
on
no.
I'd put it on the pile.
well,
Like, that's a pretty easy
22 is
one.
so finicky though. I will recommend the Federal Auto Match.
Just
It
not
seemed to work in
Thunderbolt.
general.
Just not
Yeah.
or no Remington.
No, not Winchesters. I really had bad luck with Winchester and 5. I don't know
I've
why.
had good luck with it. It's just that hollow point on theirs is so it jams on some semi-autos.
I
But
keep
what?
having primary issues, but yeah.
Other things you guys might recommend for someone?
You mentioned chamber flags. I would recommend that, especially
Oh.
for some of the hunters
Flag.
out there. They don't generally go to a range setting that requires it. So,
Oh, if they don't have one, a bore light.
Yeah.
yeah.
Bore lights are really good for like taking a look down a barrel and seeing if it's got if it's damaged, if it needs cleaning, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Trying to think of other stuff. The rest of it's so specific. You wouldn't want to get parts. Extra mags of guns that they have if they don't have enough of them.
What kind of mags do you need these days? There's no real good sporting rifle that
Look,
requires
if I
multiples.
knew someone with a 1022, a 3-pack of
That's
1022
true.
mags, I'll never turn those down.
Yeah.
Or an extra
That's
mag
true.
for your bolt action. Like, I wouldn't turn that down either.
Good ear pro. If they're still running foamies or something.
Just not the $50 ones.
No.
There are no good $50 ear pro. I know the Walker Razor Pro or Razors go on sale for $50 every once in a while.
The razors sound like an old radio. Yeah,
You're
it's
so
one of
bad.
the worst I've ever heard. I think kind of you go at the how our light impacts and up from there. I think those are minimum viable in a sense.
Like there's some good Howards, some good Walkers, just not that like bottom barrel one.
I haven't heard an over ear Walker that I like. The ears ones are not bad. I like those.
Yeah, I find in-ears are. Well, I just can't wear them; they just fall out. But yeah, over ears good. Or a box of earplugs. Find out which ones they like. Just buy a whole damn box of them.
Yeah.
Lifetime supply.
I think pretty much any like gun trinket or something, stuff that's gonna make trips to the range easier.
A rest if they don't have a good rest.
Yeah.
Get a good rest. That's a good one. That Rock Junior or lead sled or something like that. Like right now, Cabela's has the lead sled for like $100 flat, and that's
Really?
That's really nice if you're gonna go with like something that's got a ton of recoil, or even not. It just holds guns really solidly. I've heard
I always
like,
found it weird to shoot out of though. Like it
It
was
is.
like I would
Yeah.
just use it just to like if I was doing very specific things. Like
it's good for holding the gun steady though.
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You're taking that back shoulder rest like out of
You're
there.
taking your breath
your
out of
hand.
it, everything,
Yeah, it's very good for that. I've heard that like with a really high recoiling rifle, like a wood stock, you can crack the
You can
stock
crack
on
the
them, or
stock.
Yeah,
you
because
can
there's
That's
so
my
much
concern.
force against it. Yeah.
don't put the weights in it. I just don't put the weights in, and I don't really have anything that's that high recoiling and wood stock as well though. I suppose if you put a shotgun in there and you pulled both triggers at the same time, you'd wreck your stock pretty quick with it.
I wish I could remember the manufacturer. There was a manufacturer of an elephant gun, and the deal was like it was a custom gun, custom fitted to you, and then the deal was basically you go out shoot your first elephant, and you took the ear and wrapped your stock with it because it cracked after you took your first.
The what? Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Buy your friend
Oh.
a dog because your dog is trying to come in.
Get out of that cat food. Don't even think about it.
Stuff to get the rest of the family out to the range.
Well, the Burka 22.
Yeah.
That would help there.
No, I was just saying general. Look at stuff that would get the whole family out there.
That I wouldn't know.
Extra eyes and ears. If you have one good pair,
yeah,
you need to get them out. You need extra eyes, extra ears, like a 5-pack of those Amazon safety glasses, or the box of Ear Pro. More 22. Some clays.
Yeah.
Clays would be nice,
clay thrower. Clay thrower is not a bad idea.
Yeah.
There is one. I forgot who distributed them, but they have a metal wire frame instead of the whole plastic thingy. That worked really well for me. The plastic ones
as a thrower.
Yeah, the plastic ones keep crushing the clay when I'm trying to insert it, especially in colder temperatures. Yeah, maybe that one's just not quite right, but I had really good luck with the
I know, like
steel wire frame
the,
ones.
the whip ones. You had to figure out how to actually throw it.
The plastic ones, you got to figure it out too.
Yeah.
There's a technique to loading it and to throwing it.
Yeah.
You got to kind of pry the plastic apart as you slip the clay in, and then you kind of have to flick them to get them out there. But I prefer the hand throwers to the spring loaded ones that just fire one at a time. I throw them faster.
Yeah.
Now if you get the battery
you
one,
can control the distance a lot better once you get it figured out.
Yeah. The battery powered ones that just
that Caldwell one that just shoots them out. Yeah.
That one takes special clays though. I don't like that about it.
No, you can get a standard clay thrower that just take a big stack of them and they'll just keep throwing them as crazy.
Yeah. I guess if you have a friend with property, maybe give them either a step-on semi-automatic throw or
they're pretty expensive. You'd have to really like them. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. That's about all I could think about.
Yeah.
Extra mags. If someone gave me extra mags, though, I can never have too few mags. Always nice to have more of those. Cool. Okay. Anything else to add, guys?
Not much. Ammo, if you know what gun they shoot, I guess that's a good thing. If you know if they're shooting, for example, Savage Axis Gen 1, then maybe the M Carbo trigger kit. That'll be pretty nice.
Ooh, you have to know them pretty well for that, but yeah.
I saw that's not too expensive, but
oh yeah, no, it's not too expensive at all. But you need to know what their gun and the generation and and then order it in. But that's a cool one to get. Yeah, neat. Okay, Tony, you want to go through the YouTube comments?
Yeah, let's go to listener feedback. I see 2 comments. Let me do a refresh real quick. 2 comments from Eddie on episode 634, so that'll be last episode. Tony, you missed the opportunity to stack the Black Friday deal on top of the Federal and Remington rebates on the 308 ammo for your friend who snatched the Gray Axis 2 deal. He just got that gun, actually. I got some Fusion 308 from Italian Shooting Sporting Goods, and it will come in less than $1.50 after a rebate. That's pretty nice for Fusion. Well, he's on Thunder Bay, so shipping ammo is really a pain in the ass. After you build your race 1022, you could convert your stock 22 back to a nice hunting 22. I have the A22 for that, so I might just sell it. I would suggest a BX trigger for your stock 1022. They're decent, easy to drop in, and cheap when on sale. I haven't seen them on sale that much lately.
Bass puts them on sale once in a while.
This is my tism is I've seen them for under 3 digits. Now I can't buy them for 105.
Oh, you might not be able to find it.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to see it under 100 because inflation is a thing.
Yeah, 105 sounds about right though. Yeah, right now they're 149 regular price, but they'll come down.
I don't know. At that point, why don't I just get a Timney and be done with it?
Okay, yeah. Do that. Actually, Tony, knowing you, yes, just get the Timney.
Yeah.
What?
You
How
won't be
does
happy.
that-
You
Just
won't
get the
you won't be
Timney.
happy with the BX. Just get the Timney.
We don't have a discount code from Timney yet. We need that. Anyway, Dustin, I wish more Canadians were as passionate about politics as you are. I find your political rants entertaining and informative. It's very nice, but I don't know. Too many people listen to what the government said is this, so it must be true. That was me at one time, by the way. I don't have an MG2 pistol. I prefer the Walther GSP and its 1911 style grip angle. Let's see what the Walther GSP is about. I'm guessing it's some. Would you call that a 1911 grip angle? That looks kind of crazy. Let me try to share this.
Oh no, that's
That
it's a target pistol.
it's a target pistol. I wouldn't call that 1911 grip, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And that's all the YouTube comments for today. I don't think we have any emails.
Well, you're saying grip angle, not style.
Yeah, the angle looks kind of funky though. I'm not sure if you.
It looks like a curve.
Yeah, like you'd like with an
Yeah,
Olympic.
like that's
style
still
pistol,
fitted
you'd
to your
like
hand.
Lock
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. You can find us on Discord. You can find us on Patreon if you would like to support the show. Thanks to our
Oh, we
supporters
do
on
have email.
Patreon.
Oh, hey guys.
Oh, do we have email?
Yeah, we have emails here.
Oh,
One's from Aiden. He says, "Love the plan Dustin has to push the government into a pro-gun agenda. Support for the Canadian gun industry is much less ridiculous than calling our civil servants military reservists. Support for homegrown firearms businesses and new ranges can be counted as military spending for our NATO commitment. Finland is starting to pump money and resources into civilian marksmanship. Switzerland's the obvious example. We're not being American. We're following European examples. It would help with unemployment. It could play into resisting the 51st state rhetoric. There's no end to the benefits and positive spin."
awesome. I see it now. And sorry, Aiden, for your email,
Yeah.
but Adriel was able to catch my mistake. So
I
that's
missed
good.
that one as well. I didn't see that one come in.
If you like to email the show, you can send them to slamfireradio@gmail.com. And as I mentioned, thanks to our supporters on Patreon. If you'd like to support us, you can find us on Patreon. If you would like to buy something from Bass Pro Canada or Brownells, we have the link on our website, and clicking those will give us a little cut, and you'll be supporting the show with no additional cost. Shout outs and recommendations. Adriel?
I can't remember. So no.
That's an excuse. Kyle?
No, nothing this week.
All right. I'll make up the shout out list then, because mine's going to be pretty long. I'm going to give a shout out to both David Knox and Taylor Reich for putting on the match. You can go watch Taylor Reich shooting the match at his YouTube channel, Taylor Reich. And I'll give a shout out to Steve, our BTSA's IT director. I think he's a new listener. He saw my 1022 build, so we had some conversation about that. That's pretty cool. All right, join our Discord server. Watch us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Join the CCFR, and we'll see you next week. Good night, Kelly.
So if you have any comments or questions for the show, please send an email to slamfireradio@gmail.com. Now go grab a gun and shoot something.
When the talking is over, it's time to get a gun.